Good morning, everyone. I'm Chris, and this is Pia's Projects. So I've been driving the Joker around a lot lately, and it needs a bath. So that's what we're gonna work on today. As you can see, all the brake dust that just accumulates up front. I put some cheaper pads up there, mostly because I'm upgrading the front brakes. There was no point in spending on some high-end pads. Isn't happening as quick as I had originally planned. So today we're cleaning up the Joker. Needs a good wash. We'll clean it inside and out. Then we'll see what else we have in store. So you may have been noticing while I'm washing my car, like, Chris, it's a pretty sweet shirt you got on. Pretty cool hat too. Hey Chris, it's wintertime. Are there any hoodies? Ha! Are there hoodies? Of course they're hoodies. As you can see, there are hoodies. And they fit great. I was recently picked as an ambassador for Throttle Addict. The link in my description, get you some cool merch. Hats, shirts, hoodies. Now that the car is clean, we're working on something that I've wanted to work on ever since I got the car. Took me a little bit to find them, found some, and now I need to tear them apart and clean them up. So I have a set of dual round headlights that I will be cleaning up, restoring, and installing on the wagon. So we're gonna pull everything out, because these are rough. But don't worry, we'll make them better. We'll definitely save this for later. Separate everything so I can give it a nice clean. We will be painting them. The paint I am using, and I've used on several occasions for stuff. So I'm using Touch Up Direct paint. I put in the paint code. Yeah, it works very well. Not sure if I'd mentioned it. Biggest thing I'm working on right now is prep for Eurotripper. Eurotripper 11 is the first weekend in February, Fort Myers, Florida. I've been the last couple years. It's always a great turnout, and it's bigger and bigger each year. So I want to get all these updates, little few changes and whatnot before the show. Let's start with the prep. So this is what we'll be cleaning up and painting, while the rest of the housing will just be replacing the bulbs. Oh, not just the bulbs, the housing, the lenses, and the bulbs. So you can see I have hella replacement bulbs and housings. It's a complete assembly to replace what's in here. And it's gonna be, well, it's gonna be better than brand new. I did upgrade the lighting a little bit to better accommodate the roads and give us some better visibility when driving. Be a nice little upgrade, not just visually, but visually what we see as well. So I've taken these apart. The right one has one broken tab, which goes right here. And then the left one has a broken tab right up here. I'm pretty sure I have some sort of super glue, some sort of epoxy that I will use. Get them back together. Once I do that, I'll probably do a light sanding, let everything cure. Then I will tackle tearing down the housings that are a bit worse for wear, but we'll get it fixed. I decided to pull the front grille off so I can paint that as well. The Joker looks a little funny right now. I sanded it down. There's a lot of pitting. I mean, there was a lot of pitting. A couple coats on the headlight surrounds. They're not perfect yet, but we'll get there. Probably going to wrap it up for the evening. Work on it some more later. So I've assembled the first light. As you can see, everything's in there. What I'm going to do now, disconnect the other light in the car, make sure this thing lights up. So I just have the lights laying in there, put accessories on, see what happens. Well, it looks like we wired it right. Well, since we got the first lights wired up correctly, now I'm gonna set up the other lights. Looks like we're making pretty good progress on this one. So I have put in the first set of lights, and I'm telling you, yes, yes, yes. I've always loved the dual round look. When I own a Mark II, it's gonna have dual rounds. I don't know. It's just what does it for me. You know, that's the before and the after. For those who don't know, this is the stuff. If you need anything restored black, Rust-Oleum trim and bumper paint. Trust me, I'm not the only one who swears by it. Many people do. But definitely. Next, we're paint this. I already wiped it down. And give it a couple coats. Be good to go. So everything's been drying overnight. The surrounds and everything. So now it's time for some 2K clear. Well, activation cap on it. You slide that on the bottom. It's highly recommended. Paint with a mask. Get all that set up. Put a coat on it. Let it dry. Another coat. And we'll go from there. So now we gotta test the lights. Plug in the lights first, then they'll work. All right, lights are plugged in. Let's try it this time. Those will be the regular lights, you know, for night driving. Let's see what the brights look like. Whew. Oh yeah. Oh yes. Let me know in the comments below. Should I get the Hella covers for the center lights? I think that might just add that little bit extra for that look. I know I've seen a few that are like 3D printed now for what this car is. I would be fine with that. As I look over time, get some genuine Hella covers. Next thing that needs to really happen is clean up those dummy lights and turn signal lenses. I will look to see what I have. Maybe we can knock that out today as well. Otherwise, I'll just work on that in the future video. So that's gonna wrap it up for this video. Have a happy new year. Start off strong. Tackle those projects. And don't forget, there's always a solution.